Hello, everyone. Obesity is becoming a huge problem. It is a problem that we need to fix. It is affecting everyone, not just men and women. Children are being affected. An estimated 160 million Americans are either obese or overweight. Nearly three quarters of American men and more than 60% of women are obese or overweight. Children, which shouldn't be obese because they should be outside playing, um, nearly 30% of boys and girls under the age of 20 are either obese or overweight, which is extremely high. It shouldn't be that high. There are a few things that can actually affect this. One of them is having bigger portions. Everywhere you go, restaurants, even at home, um, plates are becoming bigger, and when plates are bigger, there's more to be put on the plate. So the bigger the plate, bigger the portions. Um, that needs to be fixed. I know we all love steak and chicken, but do we really need a 12-ounce piece of steak when a 6-ounce piece of steak will do? Along the lines with potatoes and French fries, and it's just too much is too much. We need to learn how to cut back. Um, that way, that's one of the ways that we can fix the obesity problem is that there's just too much portions. We need to learn how to cut portions down, get it back to where it was, smaller plates um, of that such, and stop confusing diet with nutrition. I know there's plenty of people that are like, oh, oh, you're eating healthy. No, that's it's not that I'm on a diet. It's just it's healthy nutrition, and a lot of people don't understand that if they don't take perhaps like a nutrition class that teaches everyone exactly what it means to eat healthy and not necessarily be on a diet the whole time, but we are paying for it ourselves. We constantly go looking for, the next new diet fad instead of just eating healthy. Like again, I said, larger portions are a problem, but processed packaged food plays a big deal in it. Drive-through, takeout food, all that stuff that is pretty much we classify as American now, like the McDonald's and everything. They're cheap, they're filling, they're good, but that's not essentially the best way for us to eat. We keep eating that, we keep becoming obese, and things aren't going to change. Children are learning from us. We always go to McDonald's, and they ask small, medium, large. Everyone says large. Do we need a large? Probably not. Small would suffice, but for some of us, we just see it as, oh, what's an extra 10 cents? I get a large Coke, a large fry. No, we need to say no because that's part of the problem. Is instead of saying no and getting a salad, hey, what are we doing? We're getting French fries. Why not? Who cares? It's just obesity. Something else that attributes to obesity is just inactivity. Nobody likes to do anything anymore. Nobody moves. I shouldn't say nobody. A lot of people go to the gym, but I would say I don't know. I wouldn't even give a percentage to it because I'm not too sure. But I would say not everyone has a job that actually requires them to move. Not everyone works in an office where you're sitting down typing. That attributes to obesity. How often are you actually getting up and moving? Whereas if you were actually in construction where you're constantly walking, lifting heavy stuff, hammering, doing whatever, burning calories, that all takes into effect. Even with children now, with cell phones and the internet and portable game consoles, um, kids are less inclined to actually leave the house and participate in sports or activities or go play tag, ride bikes, do what you will. They would all rather stay inside on their computers, PlayStations, Xboxes, Switches, playing Fortnite or whatever else game is here. That's taken away from them being active, physically active. Um, yeah, just being active, a way to, I wouldn't say get rid of obesity, but it generally helps. I know when I was growing up, I was never really inside too often. I was always outside playing around, bike tag, baseballs, and baseball. my whole life, so I was always active. I never had a reason to stay inside and just look at a TV screen and do nothing. But that's what's happening with today's generation, cell phones included. Like, instead of just going outside and walking, somebody's gonna go outside, take a picture, post it to social media, and just walk back inside and say, "Oh, that was a great day." Go back in and lay down, eat, watch TV, and that's it. Compared to going out, taking a hike, walking, seeing nature for as it is, and all its beauty and glory. Um, you know, those are all ways that can actually help stop obesity. But we don't do that. One of the main factors that also contributes to obesity is money. You know, there's been studies passed around. Obviously, if you have more money, you're more inclined to go to the store, buy some stuff to make some food, steak, vegetables, chicken, whatever it may be. But if you're on the lower end of the pay scale, um, that's where all these fast food places come into play. Because instead of spending, $45 on healthy food that you have to make for a family of three, you can go out and spend maybe $15 or $20 at fast food restaurant, and wham bam, there you go. 5 minutes, you guys are all eating full, but then you got to take into account you just had probably the most unhealthy meal that you could have, compared to if you had the money to spend to make it at home, you'd be in a much better position. Whereas if you constantly do that, you're never really sticking to, I wouldn't say a diet, but the daily intake of 2,000 calories. If you're constantly eating out at McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's, you're never going to have the best health, or I wouldn't say best health, but food options to choose from. There are many things that consequences to being obese: diabetes, cancer, heart disease, depression, um, breathing, asthma, respiratory. Those are all things that are happening more often because people are obese. If we weren't as obese, then we wouldn't be having as many of these problems, which is a plus. So if you think about it, if you're less obese, if you're healthy, chances of you having diabetes are really low, unless it runs in the family, genetics, all that. But, heart disease, clogged arteries, all that, wouldn't be in play. So, we need to, especially for children these days, we need to fix that. Get them into physical education, let them know what can be done, how to do things, make things fun for them to get them active, sports programs, setting up healthy meal options for them. Instead of having McDonald's sausage McMuffin breakfast, even though it's really delicious, have an egg at home, throw on some cheese, and call it a day. You don't need the extra carbs and butter and all the unessential stuff that comes with it. Teach everyone how to pretty much look at food, how to exercise, and if you change all that, then obesity will start to be in the decline and will benefit everyone.